So Clifford the Big Red Dog been delayed indefinitely. And I think Paramount has a winner on their hands with this one. I do not see this going straight to Paramount Plus for a couple of reasons, because that's kind of been the rumor now, is that this is going to be a Paramount Plus dump in the next couple of months or so, or soon enough. I don't see that being the case, because early tracking for this movie puts this movie at around over $100 million overall. So I don't see this being a bomb, and I don't see this being a streaming dump. And I'll talk about another reason why in a minute, but it's pulled from the schedule amidst concerns over the Delta variant of COVID-19. But this is another blow to Paramount. And I think this has kind of been underreported in recent years. Paramount's not doing well as a studio, and they haven't been doing well for some time. And they're an enigma too, because they have a ton of properties. They have South Park, they have Friday the 13th, they have Jackass, they have several properties, Star Trek. They just don't really know what to kind of do with them and how to handle them. And just a couple of years ago, Paramount, over the course of 2 years, lost over $500 million in box office bombs. They and this is funny, because they had Zoolander 2 that bombed. They had Ben-Hur. Remember the remake of Ben-Hur? I totally forgot about it until this morning.
Oh, wow.
When I was doing research. There was a remake of Ben-Hur, and I did see it and review it in 2016. There was that bombed. There was Star Trek Beyond that bombed. There were several bombs that Paramount has had kind of in a string, and this is another blow. But the bigger question at the end of the day is, will this make studios table other movies? And I want to hear your thoughts. My opinion is this. I don't think we're going to get the delays that we did get last year. I don't think that to be the case. Old Takes Exposed is going to come for me in about a month and a half, but I don't think that'll be the case. What I do think is in jeopardy, however, are kid movies. I think The Addams Family 2, I think Hotel Transylvania, whatever the hell they're on at this point, I think Sing 2.
Forgot that movie.
I think those are on notice. I think those movies are on notice. I think the kid movies are on notice at the moment as far as this, because Clifford, I mean, it's noteworthy. The first movie that got delayed last year was No Time to Die. And I keep making the joke that maybe I'll see No Time to Die by the time I'm almost near death in a nursing home, by the time that thing comes out. But I think kid movies run the risk of being delayed. We saw SpongeBob go directly to Paramount Plus. And I'm wondering if that will be the case with these subsequent kid movies that are due to release this fall, especially if this Delta variant intensifies like it has. Joe, your thoughts. Will Clifford's delay lead to movie studios tabling movies once again?
Yeah. There's a reason why Soul, Luca, Mitchell's versus the Machines, SpongeBob, Trolls World Tour, all of that stuff made the call early on to sell to a streaming service or use it on their own streaming service or sell it to on demand. Because I think we're gonna get a repeat of last year. I think Steve is right. I don't think it's gonna be the big movies. I think No Time to Die is coming out no matter what. I think MGM just wants that thing off its table like now. They don't care if it's only one person going to the theater to see it. I would be like, I said like Shang-Chi might get delayed. I maybe Disney might pull like some of those, because Marvel, like, while it pertains to like, all ranges for when it comes to ages. They might be like, well, we want like families be able to take their kids to go see the next Marvel movie, so we might delay that. But in terms of animated films or just directly kids films, like, something like Clifford the Big Red Dog or like Space Jam, like where even it has like live action parts. I do think it's gonna get delayed because of the new variant. It's gonna happen. I think if we don't see a release date by next month for this movie, I wouldn't be surprised if they try to make this a Thanksgiving or Christmas Day movie for Paramount Plus to get like subscribers in at the door that weekend, because families will be with each other, so it'll give something the kids to watch while they subscribe to Paramount Plus. Dom.
Yo, I just found out Jack Whitehall is both the brother in Jungle Cruise and he's the dad in Clifford the Big Red Dog. That blew my mind. Like, dude, a beard changes everything. I swear, there are shots in Jungle Cruise where Jack Whitehall looks like the younger brother of Superman, the latest Superman.
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill. Like, I'm not joking. And then here, like, he just looks like a total normal hipster dad in like Clifford the Big Red Dog. I'm okay. Yeah, dude, this is it's a sign of things to come, I think. And if there's any movie that's going to get delayed, it might as well be Clifford, because you can just use it to boost. Joe hit it for me, is that he to boost your subscriber counts. I mean, technically every movie does that, but for this specifically, aimed at kids, it's a true kids movie. If you watch that trailer again, which I did when I saw it in the theater for Jungle Cruise, I'm like, God damn, those, like, that happy guitar really does come in at the perfect moment after little girl's tear of magic makes Clifford big. Steve, you're gonna freaking love this movie, man. And it's like, hey, as long as there's no rapping pigeon.
I got the graphic novel adaptation pre-ordered. I kid you not. It's coming out this month. It's supposed to, at least.
Can that be your first book review after Once Upon a Time in Hollywood? Like, your book.
Yeah, we'll see. I'll finish this in a day. I
want your section of the Sleepless, StevePulaski.com. StevePulaski.com. I want your book review section to be Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Clifford the Big Red Dog, the movie graphic novel. Like, that's what I want it to be. I want to see that order. You know what's funny?
That's actually what it's called. It's called Clifford the Big Red Dog, the movie, the graphic novel. That is
why did I know that?
What it is called.
I didn't look that up.
Jesus Christ.
I guessed that.
So I it's supposed to come out this month. We'll see if it happens. I'm excited for that. But damn it, I want this movie. This was supposed to come out last Thanksgiving, and they've been talking about it for years. This movie's been in the works since like 2010. I swear to God, this thing has been like, because Paramount, for whatever reason, they do this constantly. Paramount, you look up what they own. They have so many properties, and they don't move on them. Or like Friday the 13th, when they remade that. I can't believe that never got a sequel. I'm not saying it was great, but I can't believe it never got a sequel. A Nightmare on Elm Street, South Park. I can't believe these movies never got sequels. And I mean, you could say that like TMNT 2 bombed, but I think that was for, an alternate reason. I just don't understand like what they do with their properties, how they can lose so much money. Like investing $100 million into a Ben-Hur remake seems nonsensical.
That's why Tom Cruise like literally does like crazy ass stunts in these Mission Impossible movies. He's like risking his life for the studio to make a profit.